It's Goddammit, it's Friday. It's Friday, goddammit. Man, y'all bring them goddammits on up in this tip mail room, man. Let's get the mail room sorting, man. Let's get the machine going. Get the money counting going. Hey, Professor Melly Mail, the Hood Postman. You know them fine. Be sure to click the notification bell, like, subscribe, and share, and drop a comment down below. So when that dope content hit, it'll feel like the first of the 15 minute money sort of be in the mail, sort of be there it is there. How you guys doing? We are back. We are back. Shout out to Johnny, shout out to Marlena Williams. First one's in the house. How you guys doing? It's Friday, man. What can we do? It's Friday. And tonight topic is really not, it's just gonna be, man, open mic, man. We just gonna take it from there, man, because I know it's been what 2 weeks since I've been on here since a Friday. So I know there's a lot of questions. There's a lot of questions out there, and I have the answers for you. What up, Pooley? Shout out to Pooley. Shout out to Dupree Hall. What's up, man? Shout out to old man. He out there doing the work, man. Shout out to man. Real spit right here, man. Dupree, right, man. Man of many talents. Have his own company that he actually employed a lot of brothers in the city, and they come out, man. I'm glad, man. Anybody who needs a job, man, y'all be sure to contact Dupree, man. Matter of fact, if y'all need a job, contact me and I'll put you in touch with him. Because that man is out there doing the work, man. He's really doing it, man. So shout out to him, man. What's going on, Marlena? What's going on, Johnny? So what are the questions tonight? Let's see, man. Let me start off by like this. I got this book, right? You guys see that? Life is like a traffic light. How about that? That's what my guy, right? Johnny Watts, aka John Boy. And also John Boy have this one. It's called The Rolling 80s. Actually, me and Kev Mac just interviewed John Boy, and it's all about the 80s, man. You see, rolling 80s. You got Crenshaw and Rodale up there, man. John Boy was like a guy that was very talented individual. Was really set up well in the 80s. So be looking forward for that interview to drop, man. When Kev Van put it together, it's gonna hit. And then we got my nephew right here. The bed story. That's Yipes right there, Nathan Yipes. And he's also an author, and he's also a rapper, man. So be sure to tap in with him. That's my nephew right there. The fair story. This is actually a true story right here that he actually wrote on. So yeah. So people send me their books, and I get the opportunity to read, which I love to do. I think reading is something we should all enjoy, indulge in, because it only increase us in information, knowledge, and understanding. I got a guy in on an up and coming job. He came and did a walkthrough a couple of weeks ago and submitted as he be to me last week. So he gonna be all the way in HVAC building. There you go. That's right. Do that jerk. Do that work, bro. Do that work. And it's Happy Friday. Let's see. Let me put that comment up there, Dupree. Well, this book here is actually John Boy, right? And I'm sure they all are in Amazon book inquiries. Oh, this one is called, you can get this one at KeystoneBooks.com. KeystoneBooks.com, right? And this one you can also, Rolling 80s, KeystoneBooks.com. And as for my nephew Yipes, let's see, where can you get his book? I know he's down there in North Carolina. I would have to probably get down there. Yeah, he's in North Carolina, but I'm sure you can get his book on Amazon. I'm sure. But if not, I'll definitely tap in with him and be sure to drop it in the comments at a later date. So once again, John Boy, rolling 80s. I hope you guys can see that. Can you see that pretty well? Good. Oh, he submitted his bid to you, right on. And hey, Duper, you remember John Boy, right? He was in TI with us. Thank God it's Friday. OG Steve, what's good with you, man? So again, these books can be purchased at KeystoneBooks.com. Keystone. It's KY. Let me spell it. KYSTONBOOKS. www.kystonbooks.com. That's where you can get Johnny Watts books, and he's wrote many books. So you could, yeah, there you go. No, take out the E, Marlena. It's yeah, take out the E. My bad. It's just KYSTONBOOKS.com. Yeah, there you go. So what do you guys think about that Stan Shepard interview? Stan Shepard. What about Big Reg? Yeah, Big Reg is like, man, he brings the heat, man, for real. Big Deb, what's going on? Big Deb stepped up in the mail room. What's up, Big Deb? And Big Deb, man, what do you guys think about Big Deb's interview? Anybody got any questions for any of those interviews? There you go, Marlena. There you go. There you go. That's it. That's it right there. Have you ever read? So yeah, I read Soul on Ice, man. Soul on Ice. That's a cold book, man. I didn't know Elvis. Man, that really gave you a deeper look into what kind of person Elvis Cleaver was, because Kathleen Cleaver back in the day has made some statements about Eldridge, you know, and it wasn't until I actually picked up the book and started reading to where I understood where she was coming from. Salute Melly Mail, check in with that postman. There you go, man. I appreciate you, MP. You got a favorite interview? Let's see. Do I got a favorite interview you done so? Nah, not really. I think they all my favorites, man. If you just want to get down to it, I think they all been pretty good. I think they all been fascinating. But I think the interview with Stan Shepard was another level because he came from a whole different perspective than what we generally talk about. You know what I mean? So I don't like to be put into a box. You know, I want to be able to, step out and just find those people, those individuals that are smart individually and interesting. They have something really. Have a purpose. They be on purpose. You know what I mean? Good information. Big Deb will always a good interview. Yeah, definitely. Big Deb, man. And we're gonna tap back in with Big Deb, man. Get some more of that locomotive information so you guys, people that want to learn about the railroad, that want to be a part of the railroad. Your Big Devil and Bam interviews are my favorite. Yeah, they my favorites too. you know, Big Deb is just such a good guy, man. And he keeps it a stack. He keeps it a band. You know what I mean? When he's speaking, even tone, he's not fumbling all over the place or any of that. And he's always, man, just keeping it in a stack. So where do you guys want to go today? Salute to Big Deb. There you go. Love evil. Evil was, man, evil was definitely, Marlena. Evil was deep. Evil was deep. Because me and him had discussed, about it takes a village to raise a child, right? But it also takes that it also say people don't get this part that a child that is not embraced by the village will burn the village down to feel its warmth. That's the part people not, they're not taking heed to. A child that isn't embraced by the village will burn the village down and feel its warmth. And I think that's the time we're living in right now because a lot of young kids, Western Avenue, Queen, are you? West up. Let's see. What about the Revolutionary Suicide by Huey? Yeah, Huey P. Newton, man. That was another, great read. Any of those books, by Huey, George Jackson, Jonathan Jackson, Malcolm X. Any of you guys ever read anything by Mumia Abu-Jamal, the other political prisoner out there in Philadelphia, accused of killing a Philadelphia cop back in the day? Just a very, he actually was, let's see, what did he do? He was a Black Panther. He was in the part of the Black Panther Party, but he also was a professor. You know what I mean? Very intelligent, very smart guy. He was probably one of the sharpest minds from back that way in the Black Panther Party. But you know how that goes, man. In society, when they get a chance to lock somebody up of that caliber or somebody of that great intellect and intelligence, they really throw the book at them. So Mia Abu Jamal, look him up. Mia Abu Jamal, Comrade George Jackson, Stan Shepard is now in my top 3 interview now. Yeah, Stan. Yeah, and you can't, you know, can't take away from Stan. Can you imagine being part of the Winos, hanging out with Stan Shepard, Jackie Jackson, Tito Jackson, Jermaine Jackson, and you part of that group right there, man. You guys are hitting the party scene everywhere, and people not even realizing that at that time, how powerful of a music family they would become. You know what I mean, and how that celebrity they had, that celebrity power that they command back then. Even to this day, Jackson family was, very recognized in that arena. Definitely. Bang that like button. Definitely. Bang that like button, please. Click the notification bell. Press the thumbs up on the way. It's this simple. Just press the thumbs up on the way into the door, right? That's a very simple thing. That's free. That is free. That's free of charge. That's no charge. Who's that singing that song? Shirley Caesar, no charge for the 9 months. What's up with New Bob? New Bob is good, man. New Bob is real good. He's out there in what up, Dave? He's out there in Arkansas. Him and Rudy and Peaches. Yeah, they all out there. Yeah, Big Deb probably at work right now, man. Tearing down one of them whole train engines. Big Deb would tear down the whole engine, man, right there on the train tracks. Replacing turbos and what is that? Generators? No, what is that? Water pump. Stan Shepard went through many different genres, which is something a lot of people can't speak on. Salute to Mr. Shepard. You absolutely correct. Stan Shepard, he went through the Beatles, he went through the Temptations, he went to the guy from the Manhattans, to dealing with a whole bunch of rap artists. Can you imagine? That was like culture shock to Stan Shepard, being actually him going on a trip Mossberg telling him he never really celebrated his birthday. And then him and Sam Shepard loads up in the car and drive all the way to Vegas. Can you imagine what that conversation could have been like? Here's Stan Shepard, and then there's Mossberg. Rest in peace, Mossberg. Yeah, Devil interview was dope. Definitely, Steve. You're right. Panoy, what's happening? Carson in the house. Be sure to vote November the 2nd, Carson. Get them votes in. Let's see. Stan Shepard, real legendary. So much dirty stuff in the music world. Yeah, it's a very dirty business, man. Because when you think about his book, was called Sharks, Demons, and Gangsters. That title right there spoke volumes. That was so much associated and attached just to the title itself. 2 days to take a whole engine out and rebuild it from the bottom up. Wow, big deal. 2 days? Man, I was just kidding, but damn, that's pretty quick, Dale. That is pretty quick. One of those big deal. How many engines does one train have? One locomotive. How many engines? The Bronx in the house. Hit that like button, Monique Monk. Can you imagine all the people Big Deb encountered each day by, being a part of that rail system, being the person that keep the rail running, being the person that keep the locomotives moving, Where is Slick? I have no idea where Slick is. Maybe he'll pop in. Let's see. I'm about to grab all those books, man. Right on, Steve. I'm sure John Boy appreciate it, man. I was actually in the feds with John Boy. Life is like a traffic light. Cease, unhurry, proceed. That's what he says, This book was written for everyone, and my hopes is that it has opened your eyes to a whole new way of experiencing life. It will give you a different perspective in thinking and living and managing your relationships. That's interesting. That's what some of the words on the back says. That's interesting. And then the Rolling 80s was a rare decade that like which we have yet to see the repeat. Those days when the fresh crash, oh man, the cash flowed freely. Good times were unending. That's what it is, man. Good times back in the 80s, you're right. The good times were unending. But it's all no too well. Every season has its ups and downs, and all good things must ultimately come to an end. That's Rolling 80s. Yeah. And yipes, he don't have nothing back here. He got small print in this book. He gave a heartfelt thank you for all those who come out and support him. His name is Nathan Artillery Snipes. Nathan Artillery Snipes. Wow. Often we know where we've been, but we never know where we're going in life, people. We never know. We never know who we might encounter, what changes might come our way, Sometimes we're blindsided by certain things that occur in life, and that don't mean that we can't endure, you know what I mean? Failure don't never mean the end, brothers and sisters. Let me say that. It's still going on. GPS system watching and catching everything. Okay. Yeah, I read the Four Agreements. Yeah, I read the Four Agreements, Marlene. I read the Four Agreements. I think everybody should read that book. That's a great book too. Shout out to Mailman. Man, Dirty Red, St. Louis. Yeah, Mike Marks. What's happening, man? So what did you guys think about my comrade, Ninja Ben? What was your thoughts on that? What are your takeaway, your thoughts, or anything that I you feel like I didn't touch on that you want to touch on again? Man, I know everybody from CV3, man. You know, mostly everybody. What did they call Rudy? Because the CV3s and the Santanas got along really, really well. Yeah, it is the type of book that will change your perspective. Definitely. Tell Stan Shepard to sign you. So what do you do, bro? You know, send me something, man. You know, Stan is always looking for talent. Don't get it twisted, man. Stan has always got his ears open and his eyes looking for talent, for the next talent. He will tell you that himself. Yeah, he would definitely tell you that. Juanita, check it in. Juanita Bravo. How you doing, Juanita? Stan Shepard, real legendary music, dirty stuff. Yeah, read that one. Changed my whole perspective. Yeah, definitely. CB3 is the homie. Speedy, Toker, Pelon, and a bunch of others. Yeah, them the young ones. I can engineer and rap, but I like playing the back role. I got somebody I was trying to get exposure out of Macon. What is that? Macon, Mississippi? Macomb, Missouri. Where you from, Mike? That's fine, man. Just you know to go to my Instagram, go to the Hood Postman Instagram, and leave me a message. Oh, you from Houston? Okay, Houston, Texas. Yeah, just go to Instagram and leave me a message, man, and put you because I got Flex and Gino Boss out there in Texas, which Flex is a rapper and he does a lot of studio stuff, and then Gino does everything. Gino actually come out of that Ruthless school of thought. You know what I mean? Over there with Easy E was part of that, man. And he engineer, he write, he rap, and yeah, he produced music. He's actually working on a clothing line, and he's going to help me on mines as well. So look out for that. Bubbly. That's Gino Boss Bubbly. What you want to link there? Let's see. There you go. You see that there? There you go, right there, man. Bet. Definitely. Yeah, man, because you never know, man. Talent is not discovered in the way it was 10 years ago. Definitely not. It's all about self-marketing. It's all about reaching out. It's all about putting your music out on live stream, putting it out on all different platforms and reach as many ears as possible. And you gotta, talk to people, man, that know how to cut through red tape, that know how to, maneuver this industry. The music industry is, like you say, man, it's the title, man, sharks, demons, and gangsters. You know, uh, uh, damn it. Hit it again, devil. I missed it. Hit it again. Hit it again, there. Hit it again, Deb. I'm a little. There you go. Let's see. Guess. Uh, Deb. Add to the screen. There you go. What's going on, bro?
What's up with it?
Oh man, nothing, man. What you out there doing? Breaking down trains?
Oh man, I'm tired today, man. I'm tired. It's just Friday, man.
Fridays is always rough, bro.
Man, not enough.
Yeah, music cutthroat business. Yeah, it's a cutthroat business. Let's say, which one are you, Professor? You don't need no more competition in the clothing line. That's what they thought about there. Yeah, so where
Who?
you at, there?
I'm out here in where I'm at Northridge right now.
Northridge?
Yeah.
How's everything moving tonight?
Oh, it's smooth today.
I
It's
say you got
smooth,
some
man. Friday.
clean white tee on today, man. You ain't doing no
Oh
work.
yeah. Hey, not today. I got my shirt stuff right there. I keep a change of clothes with me. A couple
Uh-huh.
pair of clothes with me.
You didn't walking today?
Yeah. Yeah. Earlier.
Okay, good, good.
Yeah. Got it in. Yeah.
So what interesting things have you seen today, man? Being on the train and this observable reality. What
Oh,
observable reality have you taken in today?
oh man, it's always crazy stuff going on up in
A lot of people don't know,
this
man.
place,
You by
man.
being part of the railroad, being part of the train industry, you see a lot of different stuff, man. that
Yeah,
that's often comical, real, and unbelievable at the same time. You be like, damn, I know I just didn't see that.
yeah. Like lady fell on the tracks the other day, last week. When I tell you about the lady with the prosthetic leg, her prosthetic
Uh-huh.
leg came off and she fell right in the tracks.
Oh
And
wow, that's horrible.
luckily I heard the train. I'm listening to my radio and I heard the train two signals back. And I was able to call and get a hold of the conductor and give them a heads up because when they come in, they be coming in hot. They're going 79 miles an hour. So
Oh wow.
you know what I mean. It would have been all bad for her,
Yeah.
because they're not going to stop until they hit you.
What is
You know
that?
what I
Is
mean?
that like a rule?
Yeah, that's a law. I mean, that's a cardinal rule. Like if somebody's standing on the tracks and
Uh-huh.
you're in the way, you just waving your hand. They're not going to put the train in emergency. You know what I mean? They're going to wait till
Explain
they come in
explain
contact,
explain why.
so they won't burn out the brakes. And they got passengers on the train. So if somebody's standing up, you know what I mean, and they come put the train in emergency. That means you're exhausting all the air out of your brake pipe, and all the brakes are just slamming up against the wheels and going at 79 miles an hour. It's going to jerk everybody. You know what I mean? So people standing up, they're going to fall down. It's just safety with the people that's on the train as well. You know what I
Uh
mean? Because
so
if that was the case,
let me put it in perspective, Big Dale. So what you're saying is that instead of injuring many, they would
mhm,
sacrifice one.
right? Yeah, yep.
Wow. Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, it makes sense,
Yeah.
because
If that was the
you're
case,
gonna lose that one on the train tracks, but if you slam that brake, you like You might
Yeah.
lose several. You know.
Because if that was the case, they'd be putting it on. They'd be putting the train in emergency, all the time. Even when I'm up there riding, I see crazy people. I mean, crazy people, man. Like, want to play with these trains, want to park your car on the track, want to jump on the track and play around, dance, and then jump off the track. Well, come on, man. There got to be a better way. And what I'm saying, you want to end your life, yeah, step in front of the train. That's for sure. You ain't coming back.
So let's see. Here go Monique. Read that, Deb.
So what they do? Hit the person? No, they didn't hit the person. They stopped the train way before they even came into the signal. You know what I
And
mean?
that
Because
was
each
only and that was only because you were able to radio ahead, right?
right, yeah, yeah. Because you got
Interesting.
when these trains on the track, you got signals just like the stoplight signals, green,
Uh-huh.
yellow, and red. But our signals, the green is at the top instead of at the bottom, so that the cars won't think it's a signal or whatever. But you know what I mean? From signal to signal, you got different speeds around different tracks, around, different, it's called territory. So if you're going around a curve, you only can go around a curve at maximum at 40 miles an hour.
Uh-huh.
You ain't going around no curve at 79 miles an hour. That's dangerous. You know what I mean? But so from track to track, from signal to signal,
So,
you got speeds that you got to
so
go.
what are the possibilities? What would occur if you went around a curve at 79 on a train? What would happen at that point?
You probably break a rail. The
Uh-huh.
rail will break first before a train tip over. It ain't like movies type
Okay.
shit, but you'll
Okay.
probably, you're liable to break a rail or break the frog. The
Uh-huh.
frog is what spikes down the ties, the railroad ties. It's called a
So that's
frog. That's what
that's what
spikes
we
down.
see when we see them out there replacing them tracks the way we do, huh? And
Yeah.
I'll be seeing often ties. They have the ties, they have the tracks, and they be out there replacing a section
hmm
of track. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. They do that all the time. They just did something in Newhall. They took the
Uh-huh.
whole section, took the tracks out, and put some new ones down.
Oh, okay. And just so people will know, man, how many years of experience do you have in this field?
19 grueling years, man. On April
Uh,
15th of next year, it'll be 20. And I get another week of vacation. When I hit that 20 years, I get 5 weeks of vacation. You
okay.
can't wait for that right there. Shit.
Yeah, Rudy
Man.
G. There's always turtle and Tookie stories, man. But if I tell them all, man, you know, how can I save anything for the book?
Mm-hmm.
19 years, Monique. Yep,
Long
19
time.
years.
Long
Mhm.
time, man.
Yeah, that's a long time, Big Dale. So, Dale, what's the most daring or most horrific thing you've seen in your 19 years, though? I'm sure you've seen some things that just like, you like,
Yeah.
wow. Can you give us a
Uh,
story on something you've seen that was like made you go home and think afterwards what you saw?
when those two trains collided, when our train collided with a freight train in
Uh-huh.
2007,
Uh-huh.
yeah, when them two trains hit each other head on,
Uh-huh.
killed all them people. I think like probably 30 some people was killed. I had to go out there and work that site to re-rail those equipment,
Uh-huh.
re-rail that equipment back on the track, man. That was just you talking about a sight to see, man. Man, bodies everywhere, smoke, ruckus, man. That's crazy.
And how long
You
did
know,
those bodies lie out there, Dad?
shit for over 24 hours because you got to have a coroner has to come. You got the investigators, NTSB. They come and do their investigation.
Yeah, that's a pretty
You know
big
what I
mop
mean?
up right there. That's what
Yeah.
they call a mop up. And
Yeah, I stayed on the scene for 29 hours on that scene, a little over 29 hours, almost two
you got
days.
you got triple time. And
Yeah. They let us sleep out there because the Red Cross out there, they set up tents for the workers and all that. So they got food, tents. So I wasn't up for the whole 29. So I was able to, what I'm saying, crash out. We was all able to crash out, in the truck or whatever.
and what year did this incident occur again, Big Dale?
I mean, that was in 2007.
Wow.
You know what I mean? I didn't work a bunch of crash sites. The Glendale crash site in 2004 that killed 11 people. The guy parked his truck on the track.
Uh-huh.
That train derailed.
And wait a minute, did he do it on purpose?
He parked his truck right on the track and jumped out of his truck, man. That derailed, killed 11 people.
And what happened to him?
They got him. He was drunk.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And then one of my partners died. Glenn Steele. He died a couple of years ago up in Moore Park. Somebody did the same thing, trying to bust a U on the track, and they hit him, and he derailed and killed one of my coworkers, my engineer partner, man, Glenn Steele.
Read
Rest in
Mr.
peace, man.
Speed comment.
My old job, I seen the conductor use a RC controller to back a locomotive up in the warehouse. I was like, wow, that's crazy. Oh yeah, they use that. They use that shuttle wagon. We call it shuttle wagon to move locomotives inside the track. I mean, inside the shops.
So explain Shadow Wagon.
Well, hold on right quick, man. Let me.
Okay.
Hey, go ahead, Keith.
Quincy, hey, what's going on, man?
All right.
Good out there?
Yeah, everything's smooth.
Hey, real quick, man, I got an issue. I got no coverage tomorrow morning at EMF. I know you're scheduled to work this weekend, right?
Yeah, tomorrow night.
Would you be interested in maybe trying to swing that?
What's the hours?
Well, I mean, we can get creative because it's kind of last minute, but the shift technically is 5:30 to 2. But if you can't make it down there by 5:30, I get it, you know. But
make it at 5:30 in the morning. Then I can still work. I can't stay off hours or for both.
Keep the off hours. Yeah, we'll have to.
Okay, I can swing about 7.
You want to split early tonight to get some rest?
No, I can handle it. I come in at 7 or 6:30.
Right, you're not on hours, right?
No.
Today. Okay.
No.
All right. So 7 to like 2, and then you're going back into Lancaster that night, though, right?
Yeah, from 7 to 3:30.
Okay. All right. We'll just have to keep you off hours of service, and you're good with that. You're gonna be driving and all that stuff.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, I roger that. All right, I'll let Matt know you're going to be there around 7.
Okay.
Okay, thanks, Quincy. Appreciate that, man.
Okay, here we go.
Big deal. Once again, it's in the car.
Yes, man. I'm not gonna be okay driving, man. As long as that paycheck, man, just as long as the check is right. Make sure the hours is at it. But yeah, shuttle wagon is it's like a small tractor that you can hook to a locomotive. And you air it up. You put the air to that tractor, and they got wheels and they got rail wheels. So once you hook that shuttle wagon up to the locomotive, you can control the air brakes on the locomotive with the shuttle wagon brakes, and then you can move locomotives around the yard. You know what I mean? You only can hook up 2 to 3. You only can hook up a max of 3 locomotives at one time to that.
Look at you, man. Look at you, man. You're a prime example of the culture identity of our people is not gangbanging, because you have surpassed that point in your life to where you're actually doing things that is very fruitful and helpful to the community. Not only do you help your fellow workmates, but the things you do help keep the train system going. Because if you didn't do what you do, people be up in the morning mad because the train's not moving.
Yeah. I mean, I get people sometimes when like say the train hit somebody, you got a fatality or whatever. You know, I got to go and see, and I got to inspect the whole train. The train can't leave until I do my inspection on it, and then I got to get with the it's called compliance officers. And then once the coroners come and the police do their investigation, and then the train can go. But I had a lady tell me one time, train hit somebody, fatality. I get on there and she say, when is this train gonna leave? I got somewhere to go. I said, the train's not leaving nowhere. The train hit somebody. Oh, well, I'm an RN, I can go help that person. So I walked off. She said, "Did you hear me?" I said, "Yeah, I hear what you're saying, but do you hear what I'm saying? The train just hit somebody. There ain't nothing, without me, I didn't want to, because I'd be happy, I want to respect it. Right, I want to respect the person that lost their life, you know what I mean, and their family or whatever, for whatever reason. But the train just hit a person. There ain't nothing you can do.
If a train hit anybody, Big Devil, there is nothing God can do.
It ain't nothing you can do about
The
that. You know.
doctor, the nurse, the
Yeah.
nurse practitioner,
Yeah.
the
So
nurse's
they.
assistant,
Hmm.
the
So they.
EMT. You can put all them people together, and
Hmm.
it'd be like Humpty Dumpty. You can't put Humpty Dumpty back together again, man.
Right.
Just
It's
can't.
like they think that a train can kill somebody, and then you can just move the body off the track or whatever, and then just go and take you to where you got to go. They're just like having a car accident. You can't run nobody over at the stoplight, and then police come get your license and registration. Then okay, go have a nice day. No, it's a crime scene. You gonna
Right
be
on,
you.
Big Stevie.
Huh? That
I
my
was,
service car today. Oh
yeah.
man, that's cool right there, man. Working juvenile, man. I wish I could do something like that.
Me too, man. That would be like so dope to me, man. That would be
Yeah.
like just something I would really, really just put my 110% into, man, because I
Yeah.
know that the need. You know what I mean? There's a void
Mm-hmm.
there, and there's a lot of information that need to be poured into that youth, man. Because again, I can't say this too often. It ain't the fact that they don't know how to think. It is the fact they don't know how to. They don't understand. What remains is they don't know what thinking is, because thinking
Mm-hmm.
they equate thinking and emotions. They put them together, and when something becomes emotionalized, it becomes reactionary, and that's why you see all these things, these atrocities that's happening in Chicago, Compton, Watts, L.A., no matter Baltimore, you know what I mean, Philadelphia, Texas, all these things, Florida, no matter where, New York, where you see a bunch of our people, at, it just,
Yeah.
man, let's
Cause
say, who got their TWIC card? Let me see. Yes, TWIC cards also, a lot of them don't know
when I
what
was
started with
when I
it.
was
Come,
when I was in the juvenile hall system,
go pass. Go ahead.
that's something that they didn't have for us. They didn't. You know who they used to have up there come and speak to us as juveniles? They used to have pastors and stuff come talk to us. You know what I mean? It's like,
That ain't
you
gonna
know,
help you, man. I mean, that
yeah,
might help
right,
you at some point, but for right
yeah,
then and there, for what those individuals need, there's a whole different need there. You know what I mean?
hmm,
You can't come pastor and preach to these kids.
yeah.
They
We need a
beyond
way out.
Yeah, they beyond that right there. So
Like
at
they
that
take,
point, you know what I mean? You can give them some of that flowery stuff later on, you know what I mean? And maybe they could gravitate towards it. Congrats to Big Stevie from Texas. That's right.
yeah, congrats, Big Stevie. They'll show you how to read a Bible and how to pray, but show me a way out. Show me a different avenue, a way
Uh-huh.
out of this lifestyle. You know what I mean? You can't show me like nothing like that. But, so
Yeah, so what time you gonna take it in, man? You gotta get up early in the morning again, get back on it.
at midnight, my regular time, go to get off at midnight. I only need 4 hours of sleep. I don't sleep that long.
Oh,
4 hours.
okay.
If I sleep more than 4 or 5 hours, I'll be done. I only need four good hours, and I can get back up, and I'm already used to it. Program.
Right. Dr. Pepper will hire faster, huh?
Hmm.
How do gang members get their names like Big, Tiny? That's kind of nonsensical, man. That's kind of like those are generations, man. When you see the names Big, Little, Tiny, Baby, those are the different generations. That's what that
Hmm.
generally
Like,
represent, bro.
hmm, you got the big homie. You got the big that recruit and give the little his name, and then the little will recruit and give the baby his name, and then the baby will recruit and give the tiny his name, and then the big gotta vouch for all three, and so on and so forth. Sometimes it's generational family, your daddy, cousins, brothers, all the way on down. But
The
you
same
know,
problems that exist for us during slavery is the same problems that exist for us today. There's nothing really different about it except the time, the date, and the place. But if you look at the people, how they move, you know what I mean? From the time of this plantation, black people have played roles, and depending on how well you were to the slave master, man, because you're
hmm,
gonna always have people that play to the slave master. That just
yeah,
what it is, you know what I mean? But In their minds, they believe that that's the best route to go because, and I talked about that, doing the 1710, where I talked about the meritorious manumissions. It was actually a law created in 1710. It was the Act of 1710, that made slaves separate themselves because they created it was a banana in the tailpipe, so to speak.
Yeah, because that's why they, and I think about that too, because that's why they didn't put that in history books. Because when I was going to junior high and high school, elementary school, you learning about history. I'm not learning about the struggle of our people, of our ancestors. I'm not, I didn't know anything about how our people struggled. I didn't know anything about, I knew slaves, but I
Well,
didn't know
that's
how
why
bad
they
it
call
was.
it. That's why they call it
You
a
know?
critical race theory. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
a lot of these Europeans and Negropeans, they don't want our history taught in the schools, man. Because if our history started getting taught in the schools, it would perk their interest. They would become more
Mm-hmm.
motivated and geared towards, establishing themselves in a way that they've never been established. Because now you give them something substance, you give them some real history, and it involves them. You know what I mean? So it makes them interested.
Yeah.
Infant too, ha ha ha.
Yeah.
After
Infant,
now
newborn,
they
young.
got newborns, bro.
Yeah. They go all the way down to eight names.
Yeah.
You know.
JFG, yeah, all is well, man. And my
Yeah.
Dr. Pepper for a felon. Yeah, Marlena. I've heard that myself, Marlena. I heard that. A lot of those
Yeah, because I
bottles.
don't understand why they don't hire fellas. Because I mean, what a person supposed to do if you want a person to change his life, be really,
You know what's so
rehabilitated,
crazy though?
and
If they hired a felon, you'll get more input out of a felon than you would a person that's never, because the felon got a great deal more to lose. So if a felon, here's the thing, man. When you got a person that has no other options, he has a family, he's trying to do right? He's going to come in there and give you 110%
right,
based on
exactly.
he have no more opportunities. So
Hmm.
it's logical, man. You know what I mean? But I understand logic only gets you to A and B, but your imagination should get you around the universe
Hmm.
if you utilize your mind rightly. Compton Lean will do that too, as far as infant and newborns. Yeah, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I got a tiny devil all the way down to tiny,
Uh-huh.
But I try to steer them in the right direction. You only can, I can lead you to the water, but I can't make you drink it. You know what I'm
True,
saying? So
true. Yeah, man. So you already your tomorrow is already signed and sealed.
yeah,
It's cut out already.
yeah. I'm gonna go to San Bernardino, 7 o'clock in the morning, do some work out there, come back home, probably take a 2 hour cat nap, and then I'll be working there until 3:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As long as I stay off hours of service, meaning that I can't do any type of safety equipment work, or I can't move or drive any trains. Once you drive the trains, you only can work 12 hours in a 24
Oh,
hour. You going
okay.
yeah, you drive trains, you got to work 12 hours, and then you got to be off 10 hours before you can come back.
It makes sense because they wouldn't want you driving on a train if you've been out there
Hmm.
14 hours, man. Your
Oh yeah,
your
yeah,
senses and
DOT.
your reactions
Oh
is
yeah,
different.
you violate hours of service, that's a 30-day suspension. So they real strict on that shit. That's why I never clock out at the 12th hour. I always clocked out at the 11 hour and 59 minute mark. So I
Yeah,
won't need the 10 hours off. Just need 8.
but Marlena, that expungement, man,
Yes.
that thing is not. It's easier said than done with the expungement. It's so much associated with that. You know what I mean? It's kind of like the shiny object. Here's the shiny object, but can you catch it? Can you pull it in?
Hmm.
It's it's just something that's easier done said than done.
Yeah,
Trust me, I tried it.
yeah. Because I think if you give these felonies a chance to be productive citizens, you know what I mean? they'll start doing things different. It took me years to transform and to really get out the streets. Even when I did first started working, I still was working and gang banging and working. But I knew I couldn't. It was hard trying to do two.
But you understood, Deb,
Mm.
that the culture conditioning, and through your culture conditioning, you understood that it was better off that you continue working because it only put your family in a safer environment. Also, it gave them better opportunity to grow up in a nurturing way,
Mm-hmm.
versus had you been still out in the streets, man, you know what I mean? God knows.
Oh man,
What
yeah,
it,
I'd be probably dead or in prison somewhere. 'Cause even when I got out of and my PO hit my house, gang units raided my house. Well, they didn't raid it, but I call it a raid. Yeah, they raided. Anytime they banging on your door and you open it, they just come up in there as a raid. But once they seen that I was working, they backed up off me. Like, okay, say, man, look, man, I ain't doing nothing, man. Yeah, pressure. Still got my boots on, chilling.
They can utilize that time somewhere else.
Yeah, they never came back. Hmm.
They pay fellas less money. How would they justify that, Marlena?
I would suggest anybody that's working any career, you get in a union, get your union job.
Yeah, ain't no big eyes, little U's in the union.
Yeah, I'm the local chairman for our union, so what I mean. I wrote our union contract, me and a couple of others.
Uh-huh.
You know,
Yeah, it's been an interesting conversation tonight. It was just we were just freelancing.
hmm just like now, like he called me. See, you do overtime, you got to start from the top, and then you work your way down to the bottom. So the 8 people that he already called turned that overtime down. So I'm number 9 on the seniority list overall.
Okay.
So it's all the way down to 200, and I think 260 something people. I'm
Oh,
way
wow.
at the top, man. I'm at number 9, single
Pecking
digits.
order. It's pecking order.
Yeah, yeah. He can
So
call somebody after me, and I find out they work. I'm gonna file a grievance and I'm gonna get that pay.
okay, cool.
Yeah.
Man, y'all press the like button, man. Click the notification bell. Drop a comment down below. So, when the dope content hit, it feel like the 1st and 15th, man. You know how on the 1st and 15th, the money counters was turned on.
Nick's check cashing was cracking.
Yeah, exactly. Back in the day, Nick's check cashing was like on every other corner, right? Yeah.
And Fiji water, fire.
Oh yeah. Raul Gonzalez, what's good, bro? Raul. So what time you gonna shut down tonight, Deb?
My normal time.
Oh, okay.
3. Yeah, probably get off at midnight. Say crash about 2:33. Be back up at 6.
Any guy say his mama used to stay at Nick's.
Yeah. They don't even got Nick's cat cashing no more.
No, they went down, man.
I took my homeboy to cash his check. He ended up robbing the motherfucker. Come out. We went to the one right there on Vermont and Vermont and Manchester right there, right on the corner. Yeah, he come running up out of there. He go with your handful of money. I said, man, I thought you was cashing your check. He said, I was. I got the money right here.
Yeah,
Friday night, man. The weather's good, nice.
Right. Yeah, I just drive, bro. I just drive, man.
Mm-hmm.
Well, anyway, Big Deb, man. Let's see. What's up, OG, Melly, man? Mike, Mark, Queen, Marlena. Let's see. Haley, God, man. He coming in salute, man. He's coming in hitting y'all, man. That's right. Same here. Right on, man. 42 King. Right on, man. The trucking industry need people bad right now. You're right, man. They got stuff backed up out in that port, man. It's like, man.
So they short on truckers, huh?
Yeah, well, there's been a shortage. There's even been a more shortage since this PPP and EDD, man. A lot of people was taking that money and getting
Quitting
on.
now.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They found other stuff to do. You know what I mean? It worked out for them. Some people, you know, not too smart in that. You know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think you can live off $40,000.
Yeah. But some people was getting like a couple, 100,000, 200,000, took it and you know, created a whole nother business. And you know, can you imagine taking 200,000 or 300,000 and going back to Mexico? What that would be like?
Mm.
You know, you take the money and buy a fleet of trucks and become a millionaire in no time. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, salute to everybody in the chat, man. Professor Melly Mail, the Hood Post, man. You know that vibe. Shout out to Big Deb. Shout out to Marlena, Mike, 42 King. Let's see who else we got in there. Simon, Johnny Sullivan, Henny God,
Got
Jay
Western Queen
West,
in there.
Jackson, oh, Gonzalez. Yeah, the Queen is in there, man. She came in there earlier, man. She probably dipped out. Salute to everybody. ZG, man. Man, you guys be sure to go back and check that Stan Shepard interview out. Very interesting interview. Yeah, they would be millionaires in Mexico. You're right. Peace, man. Right on, Grizzly Hendrick. Yeah, right on. So once
Mm-hmm.
again, man, we got through another Friday. God damn it, it's Friday, man. Press them goddammits, man.
Yeah.
Press some thumbs up on the way out, man. And till we meet again, man. Hopefully I'll be back at you guys with some interviews by Saturday and Sunday. Monday we'll be back to regular routine, and then there's Wednesday. Be prepared for Wednesday. Yeah, go check out Stan Shepard, 42 King. Yeah, it's a great interview. Western Avenue Queen. All right, y'all. So tune in. Salute to you, Big Dale, man. Have a great
All
day,
right.
great night at work, man. And let's keep the
Well,
mail room. Shout out to the mail room goons. Keep the mail room sorters going. Keep the junk mail out. No bills. All information is pertinent to our people. Okay. Peace and love, everybody. Peace and love. We are out.
peace out.